This week on Barbell Shrugged.
This week on Barbell Shrugged.
This week on Barbell Shrugged, we're going to have pancakes and PRs, baby.
Okay.
They're used to him making a fool of himself.
That's true.
So it's totally cool.
All right, Mike Bledsoe here with Barbell Shrugged. Doug Larson and I are here on the show. We are at University Nationals at East Tennessee State University. And we brought our team, Faction Weightlifting Club, came and competed. Yeah. Everyone put up good numbers. Nobody bombed out. Yay.
That's always a good sign.
We also have our second time guest, Alex Macklin.
Hey, everybody.
He's back.
Back from the very first episode ever.
That's right.
Number one.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have Kendrick Farris, two-time Olympian. He's going to be competing this weekend, Pan Am qualifier. And we're going to get into a little bit about his weightlifting career and how he trains so you can learn how to be big and strong like him. First, make sure to go to the website, barbellshrugged.com, sign up for the newsletter. Go to our Facebook page, click the like button, and follow us on Twitter at Barbell Shrugged. All right, guys. Hey, Kendrick.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Doc?
So you're a two-time Olympian.
Yeah, I just happen to be.
Just happen to be.
Yeah.
How long you been weightlifting?
So I've been doing it, 15 years plus now.
Oh,
my goodness. All right, can you hear me? Yeah, so I've been doing it for 15 years, man. We started after the 1996 Olympic Games. USA Weightlifting started 12 satellite programs around the United States. And Shreveport, that's my hometown, Shreveport, Louisiana, they put in a bid for it, and they got one, and, the rest is history. So, yep.
And you recently moved up from 85 kilos to 94 kilos?
Yes, sir. So
what prompted that decision?
And it was time. You really have to listen to your body. Like, if you start to get to the point, and like in your training and in like your competition career, and it's a struggle for you to keep the weight down and like constantly just make that weight. I mean, you just got to let your body weight just flow naturally, I believe. So I knew it was time to go ahead and move up. I wish I'd have moved up after the 08 games, but we can talk about that in a little bit. But I'm happy to be getting a good weight on now and training.
Was it always a struggle for you to make weight?
I mean, no. I was making weight pretty smooth, man, until probably around like 2010. Mm-hmm. So that was 2 years after the games. My coach, he wanted me to go up after 2008, but I was like, no, I feel good. I think I can maintain. And then I'm doing the same dieting, same routine, and then my weight was just bubbling. I'm like, my goodness, what do I need to do?
You feel like that's just a result of getting older and just?
I think so.
Yeah,
just filling
nothing
out.
else really changed.
Just naturally filling out. But like I said, I was able to keep it down, through 2012, and I'm just excited now just to show up and just lift now. I don't have to worry about my weight. Just show up and come compete.
Okay. And how old are you?
26.
Oh shit, you're not old at all. I thought you were gonna say you're like 34 and your metabolism was slowing down. You're getting old.
So I'm saying,
26.
Dude, I feel like it. Like, I'm like, dude, think about it. I've been doing 15 years, same gym, still training the same gym, same coach. My whole life is like one workout. I went to the gym, I was 11, and it's like today I'm 26. It's crazy.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounded like you had a pretty long career. I was not expecting you to say 26.
26.
You started early.
Started early, man. Started early, yeah.
Like, weightlifting just now is kind of getting more popular, and you found it 15 years ago. How did you even stumble into that?
So it was the same way. Is it tight? This is just what we talked about, man. My uncle, man, he read about the article in the newspaper about the Weightlifting Development Center that they were starting in Shreveport, and just that Olympic buzz. It was after the '96 games, and I was playing other sports at the time, but my uncle thought it'd be a good idea for us to learn how to do the movements. I mean, I called him, but he was like, yeah, that'd be good. You guys learn how to do some weightlifting supervised. So we went in a couple times a week, learning how to do the movements, and just fell in love with it.
So you had a good coach from day one then?
Oh, yeah, same coach, Dr. Kyle Pierce, man. Dude, he's the guru, man. He's like the Phil Jackson of weightlifting, man. He knows his stuff, like science. He's all behind it and just doing it the old-fashioned way. So,
and you've been with him since you were a little kid.
That's the guy that taught me how to lift.
Man, that's
same coach.
That's lucky.
Dude, it's a blessing, man. Dude, just you find the right person, and you guys really flow and groove together. So yeah, I had no need to move around or want to go anywhere else. I had no desire to, man, because I feel like everything we were doing is working. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cool.
What is you're talking about moving up? When we were talking about weight class, you're talking about you're doing the same diet. What is your dietary habits?
Dude, my diet is crazy. So it's not like I was like really strict on it, but at the same time, there's certain things that I wouldn't eat. Like I say I don't eat junk, but it may sound like junk to somebody else. Not junk to me. Love pancakes. I love gummy bears. I love candy. That's things. Those are like my guilty pleasures, right?
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, I try to make sure I'm eating, 5-6 times a day. Those meals are like 400, 500 calories. I don't eat I don't do the fried foods. I just don't do what I feel is nasty, like just greasy foods. I don't do it. I just try a lot of salads, man. A lot of grilled fish or grilled chicken. Not a steak guy, but I love pork chops. You bake pork chops. I'm just a country boy, man. I can put it down. Cornbread, greens, whatever.
There you go. Was that hard avoiding fried foods growing up in Louisiana?
Oh yeah, because that's what that's what I was raised on, man. We ate a lot of fried foods, whether it be fish, chicken, whatever, your turkeys, deep fried turkeys, all that stuff. I can have that maybe once a year if I want to just kind of indulge one day, but nah, man, it's crazy though. Just to kind of get away from that and you start competing, you're like, all right, I know I can't have this because it's not gonna, it's just not gonna benefit you in any way. So,
right.
Still working on it, man.
Do you take any supplements or anything?
Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna sound real tacky right now. So look, I'm a shout out Progenex, man. That's and it's really Progenex. I like to call it Progenex. So look, Progenex, man. I love their products. So I used to do like the GNC, like muscle milk and all that stuff, like in high school. Mm-hmm. And then I met Aaron Thomas. He's one of the owners of Progenex, man. And dude came up to me, wanted me to try the stuff. I'm like, all right, you going to one of these dudes. It tastes, I like, yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Right.
I was like, but nah, man, I would have to just try it in training. I just left it alone. Dude contacted me, got to get it in training, man, and tried it for like 12, 13 weeks. And I was like, yeah, it was legit. So I was like, that's all I take. Whatever Progenex, whatever they make, that's the only stuff I take, man.
Like the recovery?
Dude, I do the recovery, more muscle, the krill oil, and I just got the Force and the Cocoon. Dude, the Cocoon is crazy. You got to try it.
I'm actually not familiar with the Cocoon. What is that?
It's crazy. It's the night. It's crazy. Listen to me. So it's their nighttime recovery, right?
Okay.
You take it right before you go to bed. It's it's supposed to slow down the digestive system, help the muscles repair while you're sleeping. That's really the main time for your body to recover is when you sleep, right? So this is gonna aid in that, man. It's really incredible. I don't know all of the ingredients in it. I know it's legit. it's on point. I let my boy Mike try some the other day. This dude, oh man, he wants my bag. I'm like, nah, you can't get the bag. I get you some, but it's legit though.
You know what's in it?
I have no idea. I saw like one advertisement for it and it looked interesting, but I've yet to even see an ingredient list.
I've never heard of it.
I wish I'd have brought it up. I took it out of my bag right before I came here, dude. I would have pulled a bag of you guys to check out the back of the deal. It's crazy.
It's like a protein mix with some other
stuff? It is a protein.
No,
it's a protein mixed with some other things, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have like a ZMA or some other stuff that helps you sleep.
Please don't ask me all that. I'm gonna be real with. I don't know, dude. I don't know all that stuff, man. I'm like I'm so sold on the whole brand. It's like they come out with anything. I'll take it.
I got you.
I'm telling you, I'll take it.
All right.
A lot of brand loyalty there. I like that.
I'm serious.
Everyone go to Progenex and check out Cocoon, right?
Yeah, I think it comes out April 8th. That's when it's going to drop.
Hadn't even dropped yet.
So look,
it's brand new.
You got the people fired up about it, man.
That's all right. Comes out Monday, huh?
Yeah, Monday. We're on Instagram. As the prophet, what is it, Trinidad James? As he would say, we're on Instagram straight flexing, man. Dude, we got the pictures of it just posting every day. It's crazy.
All right. I feel a hell of a lot better about not knowing what it is now. Knowing that it's not even launched yet.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're intrigued, man.
I am intrigued now. I'll have to go get some. All right, so give us a little more about your background, kind of, high school, if you lifted in college or if you just skipped college, or just kind of give us your progression, winning competitions. What are obviously you went to the Olympics, what are kind of your most notable things leading up to that?
I would say my first international competition, it was in Canada. I was 14. I was fired up about that. Like, it was the Louis Cyr competition, just a junior meet. And I think I got second place at the competition, but I was just fired up to be able to leave the country and compete. And I was like, man, once I did that, I was like, man, I'm going to make the Olympic team. I'm making it in 2004. But I graduated from high school in 2004, and I didn't even qualify for the Olympic trials to go and try out for the Olympic team. So I was like, dang, I got some work to do.
Okay. Do you remember what your lifts were back then when you were 14? What your weight class was and what you were hitting?
When I was 14, I was a 69-kilo lifter. I think I had 80-kilo snatch and a 100-kilo clean and jerk. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, so a little over body weight and close to body weight and a half as a 14-year-old kid. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid. Me hitting that right now, I'm like, I did it. Good day.
That's some good numbers, man.
What's your take on CrossFit and weightlifting, and that kind of like that crossover that's happening?
Dude, I love the CrossFit community, man. I really love what the sport is all about. I love what the community is about. And it's bringing a light, to back to weightlifting, just the whole sport. I know a lot of people, man, they rag on CrossFit. I don't get it. Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm like, man, it's weird. I don't know. I love it, man. It's like, what's the point of ragging on it if it's presenting you with an opportunity, whether it be to go help people or whether it's bringing more people into the sport. So I don't know. I don't get it. I'm all for CrossFit, man.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has increased the number of people who even know what weightlifting is and can appreciate, the skill involved in it. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't know what weightlifting was until I started doing CrossFit. So,
it's crazy. People stop asking me like, how much can I bench press, and now they're like, yeah,
how much
I know
you
to clean
squat?
it. They're like, how much you squat, or they're like, how much can you clean and jerk? I saw the CrossFit games, and so it's cool, man.
So what are your best, I guess, clean and jerk and snatch as of now?
The best snatch I've done, I did a 162 kilo snatch in training. I did a 211 clean and jerk in training.
Damn.
Wow.
What's
Yeah, but
the world record for clean and jerk?
218.
Was that 85?
280 as
Wow.
an 85.
As
Yeah,
85.
Those are my
Wow.
best lifts in training. In competition, 203 in the clean and jerk and 160.
Doug, the spreadsheet Larson, can you put that into pounds for the viewers?
What, the 211? The
Or
211?
do you know it in pounds?
Yeah,
Can it-
465 and the 162 clean snatch. That's 356 pounds.
Wow.
At a body weight of 187.
At a body weight of
Yeah,
187.
187.
Do you have any words for John North? He didn't come this weekend.
I thought he was coming. What a boy at, man.
He's I talked to him.
I don't
last
want.
week.
I'm a Christian man. I don't want to curse on your podcast. John, I was looking for him. I was like, dude, come on, man. He could have got in the car. He could have drove his tail down here, man. That's what I'm gonna say. We're supposed to have a pancake challenge, eat off or whatever, and then I know he's gonna lift in the Pan Am deal. So
He's on the start list. He was supposed to lift.
He need to be here.
He's,
I was looking forward to seeing him lift.
I think I saw him on. He posted on Facebook that he just opened his new gym today or something, or this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, I had pictures up.
Yeah, so maybe he's busy with that.
Still, he should have brought his tail down here, smashed the weights here, right? What he slam bars and kill PRs here.
That's right.
And then he could open up the gym Monday because you got the buzz from the weekend, and then you open up the gym Monday.
Priorities.
That boy playing, man.
And you guys could have had a pancake eating contest.
And we're gonna have a pancake eating contest. I'm
that'd
like, come on, man.
That'd been epic CTP
Pancakes for
can
PRs.
material.
Yeah,
Pancakes for PRs. Charity event.
That's gonna be a new
You
T-shirt.
heard it here first.
Those are coming though. The pancake for PR T-shirts.
Oh,
are
for
coming.
real?
Yeah,
I
real
think-
life though.
Oh hell yeah!
I think Kendrick, you coined that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We coined it, and then I saw that. Is that really going to be an event during the CrossFit Games?
What's that?
The pancakes.
Eating pancakes?
Did you not see that?
It's
Was he
all-
playing? Was
it's all
Dave
it should
Castro
be.
playing?
No. I thought you were just joking. What happened?
Was he? Okay, so listen, Dave Castro. I saw he made the announcement. I'm serious. It was like pancakes. He was like, you're gonna eat. I think it was like chocolate pancakes or something. I was like, dude, can't be serious, man. I was like, dude, I probably can't do a handstand push-up for reps, but I can smash some pancakes. I'm like, let me in, man.
Have you ever done any CrossFit workouts?
Never. I got one coming this summer. My plan is to go to the CrossFit Games this summer, and I'm going to do my first workout there. I'm going to do something that's weightlifter friendly.
You should do Isabel. 30 snatches for time.
Yeah, 30 snatches for time. What is it, 60 kilos?
Yeah.
Or 130 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to kill it. What's the record? Seriously, what's the record?
Probably under a minute.
It's around a minute.
Yeah.
I can do a minute.
A minute 14. Minute four.
I don't know if I can do a minute 4. I can keep it under a minute and 15 seconds for sure. I just know this. I don't need it to be doing snatches. No, I'm serious, man. Not to sound like that guy, but listen to me. 60 kilo snatch 30 reps, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can handle that.
All right, you got to.
They're not me, dude. Have you looked at them and then looked at
video
me?
this.
I'm being serious.
I want video evidence.
I'm so serious. Listen, this summer I'm planning on being at the CrossFit Games, and I'm planning on doing my first CrossFit workout. It has to be weightlifter friendly, like I said. So I'm gonna do Isabel, right?
Okay.
30 snatches, and my plan. I'm not gonna lay out after I do them.
You're gonna walk away.
I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna high five the people.
Do something different at the games. You come to Memphis and do Isabel with us.
When are y'all doing it? When are you trying to do it?
We'll do it whenever.
Whenever.
See, I say, look, you want to say whenever. Let me get another.
When do you
We'll
want
do
to
it at the
come up?
Barbell Shrugged weightlifting championships where we do the Barbell Shrugged total.
Yeah, we're having a
snatch and
weightlifting
back squat.
We're having a weightlifting meet at the end of October. We'll do that. We'll do
that's easy, dude.
weightlifting meet, and then we'll do Isabel afterwards.
I'll be ready for sure. Cause look, this is my first training cycle I've got under my belt, right? So I took some time off after the Olympics, the games in London, and just started back up in January. First training cycle under my belt. So I get some more training done, some more weeks under my belt, dude. I'll be good to do whatever, honestly.
What you guys do workshops for? And do you guys do that primarily with CrossFit gyms?
Yeah, you know the weightlifters, they know everything, so they don't invite us in. They know everything.
There you go. Yep.
Oh yeah,
They know everything.
of course.
Yeah, they don't need any help. So they know everything. So, dude, the CrossFit community is really embracing what we're doing. So we go in and do breaking down the Olympic movement, snatch, clean, and jerk. We do 3 different jerk styles. Do the question and answer, of course, and then we do a demonstration as well. People like to they want to see you kind of move some weight, so we'll do that, but. Dude, really just to break down a lot of this, what I call bull jive. I see a lot of bull jive out there. It's
Bull
crazy.
jive.
Yeah, seriously. I just want people to be successful. I want people, and also I don't want people to get hurt. So I don't know. I just see a lot of different things out there, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But there's more than one way to skin a cat, so I can't say I know everything.
There you go. What are the 3 types of jerks you're talking about?
So what we'll do is a kick jerk, which is my version of a split jerk, right? And then we'll do, power jerk, or some people call it a push jerk, and then we do a squat jerk. So, I do all 3 of those: kick jerk, squat jerk, and power jerk.
You don't kick jerk in competition anymore, do you?
Nah, I done chilled out with that, man. Like, I could do it. It's just too much to think about. It's easier for me just to go into the competition and lift, and I'm like, all right, just power jerk it.
Yeah, if you want to see an interesting looking jerk, just search for a video of Kendrick Farris doing clean and jerks in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember the first time I saw you. It was at the American Open. I think it was 07 or 08 at the American Open.
Yeah.
And I had never seen that style of jerk before, and I always just thought it was your thing. You got a name for it. Did you invent that, or is that a style?
Man, we came up with it, man. It's a kick jerk, and the reason for being is just like if you see a bike that has a kickstand. It looks a little awkward, but it ain't going nowhere. So it's the same thing. You look at my jerk, you be like, oh. No, he's good.
It looks scary as shit.
Yeah. You be like, that boy kind of leaning.
I thought he was going to die.
I didn't know it was intentional.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you also did the squat jerk for a while, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we
you still do that.
So you're still doing the squat jerk.
Still working and perfecting it. Why did I choose a squat jerk? So you really have to find what works for you, right? So I use this example all the time, this analogy. If you think about baseball, you see the picture. These guys, they learn the fundamentals, and then they just make the movement their own. So if you see a guy throwing the ball sidearm, is he throwing it incorrectly? No, he just learn the fundamentals and he make the movement his own. You have to do what works best for you. And like I said, I've done all the different styles: traditional split jerk, power jerk, squat jerk. So I'm just finding what works for me and just trying to perfect it.
What do you guys do that's different than maybe some other workshops? So there's a ton of weightlifters doing seminars for CrossFit gyms, and we actually interview a lot of those guys. We've talked to Justin Thacker, Zach Critch, John North. What's different about how you guys approach things?
I feel like my approach to it, like I said, it's a blessed gym tour, so we get to talk about the mindset a lot. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they overlook that. And in the lifts, the lifts is nowhere around what we're doing. Everybody's going to be covering the lifts if it's a workshop, seminar, right? But what I'm doing, I feel like my approach is different, only because we're tackling more than just, okay, what does the snatch look like? What is this position? Of course, we're handling the positions, but at the same time, your mindset is very important. Into going into doing these movements, going into training, just a day in and day out. How you overcoming obstacles. I've been there, so I think what I can do, I can relate to the people very well in that sense. So I just feel like that's the different approach I'm bringing, man. We're just spreading love, man. Yeah. That's what it's about.
So do you teach people, I guess, like cues when they go to lift, or mental cues, or how they want to perform the lift when they get on the platform, or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I give them the cues that that I tell myself.
Right.
But I'm telling you, man, we dig a lot, so we try to get to know the person.
Yeah.
In that short amount of time that we have, but at the same time, we just try to find what triggers in their mind and what helps them work. Dude, we iron that position out. That's really the most important thing. The positions are key, and then we just deal with the mindset, right? Everybody that comes in, they know how to do the lifts, so we gotta see what we gotta work on upstairs first, and then everything else will follow.
So, Kyle Pierce's program is known to be more strength-oriented versus a lot of other weightlifting programs. Is that reflective in the seminars you guys do, the workshops?
Well, the workshops are really quick, man. They really just tackle the list. People ask questions about that, but we're starting to do the training camps now. Like I have a training camp that's coming up. It's going to be April 16 to 17. It's going to be out in Los Angeles. I'm saying Los Angeles. I'm a country boy, so it's out in Los Angeles at I think it's Paradosa CrossFit. I think that may be like the Santa Monica area. But that's going to be the training camp where we focus more on the strength stuff, and you know what I mean, and some technique things as well. But the workshops, you're really just breaking down the movements. And like I said, people have questions about, strength questions about how can I strengthen this or how can we do this, and then we answer those questions. But
so the workshops are mostly technique, and now the training camps add in the programming.
They add in the programming and there's some technique stuff, because the strength and technique, man, they go hand in hand. You cannot sacrifice one for the other. But with the workshops, man, we're really just trying to, like I said, break down some of the myths about the lifts, right, and a lot of the gimmicks or whatever that's out there, and just help people with the positions and just, and the positions and mindsets in the workshops. But, man, the training camps, we're going to turn it up a little bit. Like, you'll be doing squats, we'll be doing deadlifts, we'll do some of the Olympic movements, but we're going to do more, like, strength-based things in the training camps.
How long do these training camps go?
Dude, the training camps are 2 days, man. So we'll do 2 days, and they're going to be for 2 days. So, like the one in L.A., we got, I think the first time is starting at, like, 12:30 to 2:30, and then we have another one that'll go from we pick it right back up. It'll go from I think 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So it'll be 2 hours, 2 days.
Wow.
I know a lot of weightlifters don't prefer to deadlift, and you just said the word deadlift. So you're a big fan of deadlifting.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
You talking about like a clean deadlift? You talking about
clean grip deadlift or a snatch grip deadlift?
Is that a powerlifting style deadlift, or you?
Nah.
Okay.
Weightlifting.
Like
hands over. I don't do the. What is it?
Reverse grip?
I'm also talking about bar path.
High hips or?
Yeah, do you do like the high powerlifting hips, or do you you try to mimic the snatch and the clean, right?
That's what it's about. So you have a lot of lifters that I feel like they run from the deadlifts because they're heavy, right? But, man, it's about building it over time. So, look, when we're doing the deadlifts, it's to mimic the movement so it transfers over. I don't do the deadlift like a deadlift. I don't think the move slow. I think the move like I'm about to do a lift.
Right.
So if you see my lifts, like, people are like, man, he moving so fast and so violent. I'm like, dude, think about it. If I'm deadlifting 230 kilos for reps, right, and we're doing it for position work at the same time, how do you think 200 kilos is going to feel? How do you think 180 kilos is going to feel when I pull it off the ground? Like nothing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, one of the main things, like, when I do a lift, if it feels light coming off the ground, my confidence that I'm going to make the lift is so much higher than if it, is a grind coming off the ground, So, I mean, doing a heavy deadlift, lifting several kilos below that, it's not going to feel like anything. Yeah.
So do you go off a percentage of your deadlift max, or are you going off percentage of your clean? Or do you work with percentages at all and just go by strength by feel every day?
No, we work off percentages, but at the same time, it's a percentage feel. That's the way our training is set up. And I know it sounds kind of funny because people
like perceived effort.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So like you have a target number. So they say if you aim at nothing, I mean, if you aim at nothing, that's usually what you'll hit, right?
Right.
So we have the target percentage, and then you base it how you feel. So if you feel really good, knock out that percentage. If it feels okay, we're going to make sure we'll take it down a little bit and make sure you get the reps in.
How many times a day do you usually train? Do you do twice a day? Once a day?
Just one time. One time a day, 5 days a week.
You said there's a lot of bull jive out there, and a lot of myths. What are the most common ones you see?
Look, he want to touch on it so he can look it up, but this is what it is. This is what I feel. I just see a lot of stuff, and like I said, it's more than one way to skin a cat, so I don't have all the answers. I've only been doing this 15 years plus. There are coaches who have been doing this a lot longer than I have, way before I was born, so I don't know. Like I said, I just see some stuff out there, and I'm just like, I don't know what that's supposed to help with.
What's an example of something you see?
I'm not
you
giving
don't want to call anyone out?
I ain't calling nobody out, dude. Because listen, man, I'm telling you, I'm all about love. I'm all about embracing people. As long as you're doing something positive, I don't want nobody to get hurt. I just, like I said, I just see some crazy stuff, and I'm just like, man.
How am I supposed to get some controversy on this show?
I know.
Come on, man.
John would have to come. Like, if John North would have been
John
there,
would have no problem.
John would definitely. He would
I
definitely.
don't speak on it too much now. If he says something about it, then I co-sign. I kind of co-sign on things. Like, you throw some stuff, I'll be like, yeah, well, I saw that. And
What do you think about the Archangel?
what is that?
Tom Brady on the white.
Tom Brady on a white horse.
I don't like anybody with the first name Tom and last name Brady. Dude, I'm a Miami Dolphin fan, man. Nah.
Little known fact, I was going over your bio earlier, and you also do some stand-up comedy.
I do some. I'm really not that funny though. That's the thing. I'm so
That's
serious.
a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think people just come to laugh at me. They don't really laugh with me. So I think that's how that whole thing got started. But it's really more on the hosting side. So I'm just trying to perfect that. And I hosted a step show. Are you familiar with the step shows, like the Greek?
I am.
Like yeah. So
No, what is that?
have you ever seen Stomp the Yard? Okay, I'm gonna bring you to some urban living real quick. So what you have like these Greek organizations, whether it's a fraternity or sorority, and what they have these you can just say these routines that they put together, like steps. They do all these different things, and it's pretty crazy. So I hosted one of those not too long ago, and I was just saying that to say this. He asked me about the comedian, by doing the stand-up comedy thing. I've done some of that, but hosting is really where my passion is at. I love hosting the comedy shows. I have a friend, you guys should look him up. His name is Robert Powell. He's on the Shaq comedy tour, but he's given me the privilege to open up for him and to host some of his comedy shows. So it's easy. I get up there, make sure the crowd is engaged, make sure people are alive, slide a couple of jokes in, co-sign on some of the jokes that the comedians just did. And it's easy, man. So I think I get a lot of love with it. Yeah.
That's probably fun as hell, being in front of a bunch of people and they're all laughing at what you're saying.
It's easy, man.
Yeah.
It's easy, bro. So, favorite comedian, dude. I love Bernie Mac. God rest his soul. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's top dog.
Dude, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld. Dude, that's my favorite show. Seinfeld. Martin Lawrence. Man. And dude, and right now it's honestly, man, not just because he's my friend, Robert Powell. Robert Powell, man, dude is hilarious. Look up Robert Powell III. I'm telling you.
Is he out of Shreveport?
No, he's from Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay.
This dude, I'm telling you, he is so funny, dude. It's ridiculous. Like his timing is just like no other. Like you'll see, he doesn't. Man,
You find him on YouTube.
look him up. He may have something on YouTube, but like I said, it's tonight. I think they're just recording. Like they're on the Shaq comedy tour. Kevin Hart was on this tour a couple of years ago, and like I said, Robert, he's got the opportunity to be on it, and man, they're recording for the DVD tonight, and it'll be showing on TV, I think, in a couple weeks. But Robert Powell, man, look him up.
I'll check it out. We're all pretty big fans of stand-up comedy.
I love it.
We go out of our way to watch it.
Greg Giraldo, man, that guy was always my favorite.
Yeah. We went and saw Joe Rogan last week.
It was at Rogan live in Nashville.
Who did you see?
Like a week ago, Joe Rogan.
Oh, man, I know that was crazy. I didn't know he did the comedy, though.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
He
crazy.
is funny.
Is he raunchy? I know he.
Oh, he's very raunchy.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
he is. Look, cause just watching him host the X Factor and stuff like that. Not the X Factor. What is it?
Fear
Factor.
I'm like,
Yeah.
X Factor. But yeah, Fear Factor, man. So yeah, he seems like a funny guy.
All right, so here we get off comedy and back to weightlifting for a second. So,
Yes, sir.
So,
All your fault.
Coming up, yeah. So coming up, I'm sure you've hit many plateaus over the years. What are the types of things that you've done to kind of break through some of those plateaus? You're not gaining strength. You haven't PR'd in a while. What do you do? What do you change?
Man, you really just have to go back to the basics. You have to see. I mean, if most people keep a training log, and if you're not keeping a training log, I suggest that you do, because you can go back and just kind of see what numbers you were doing around a certain time in some of your assistance exercises or the strength exercises, and line it up, because you got to understand what season you're in. And when I'm talking about what season you're in, like weightlifting, man, there are ups and downs. So sometimes you got to know when to reel it back. You can't just be trying to go balls to the wall every workout, even though we want to give a max effort, right? You know what I mean? You got to just load up the weight and just try to force it, man. You got to move with the momentum. So in order to get over those plateaus, man, bring it back to the basics, figure out what was working at a certain period of time, and then figure out where you are. And I think that'll help. I'm still learning, man.
Okay, so say you have a competition coming up in 3 months. Kind of how does your training look leading up to that competition? What do those waves look like? Or should we start further out?
Nah, I mean, 3 months, that's about a perfect training cycle. A full training cycle for myself is like 12 to 13 weeks. And, I mean, we'll start with our endurance phase, which, is high reps for us. Like, we're doing like 10 reps. And then it comes down to our strength and power phase. We're down in 5s. Then we'll come down to 3s, and then taper. You know what I mean? Right into the peaking phase. And this has been a taper week for me, starting Monday, coming on through. So
Okay.
Just kind of been hanging out.
So I didn't expect you to say 10 reps. What do you mean when you say 10 reps? You doing 10s on the big lifts?
No, we won't.
No,
no,
the lifting
I don't do any lifts at all.
Just squatting.
Just the strength stuff: squats, deadlifts.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
How many
Sounds
weeks
crazy,
do you do that for?
Look, it freaks people out. They be like, "My goodness, I'm not doing the lifts. I'm gonna get weak." But nah, man, it's about building the strength, man.
How many weeks do you do the strength only?
It really just depends. 'Cause I know some people they do it like 4 weeks. I do it maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
You build up that base and then you start throwing in the Olympic lifts.
Yeah, and we start sliding them in. Once we get like the strength and the power phase, we'll start sliding in some lifts in.
What's some assistance work? Like some of the assistance work you found to be most valuable for weightlifting?
Man, it's gonna go back to the deadlifts. I
Yeah.
love the deadlifts. I love the squats. Those are like the base exercises. I just love them so much. But it's just thinking like just assisted lift. It would have to be maybe like a push press. Like I love those. Of course, like some overhead work. Like we call them the 3x3s. You know, we have the got a snatch grip, so you got the bar behind your head, and it's that dipping. It's like a push behind the neck push press, basically with a snatch grip. So you're dipping, pushing it overhead for 3, and then we'll do 3 overhead squats. Feels like your wrist is about to explode, but I'm telling you, think about just doing one snatch. It feels like nothing.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. We've been
It's
programming
true.
a little bit of that lately.
Yeah.
Slide it in, man.
A lot of complexes.
We've been doing a lot of complexes
Yeah.
lately.
What kind of complexes?
Just what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Just
Something like
different
that.
stuff
I've been programming a little bit of that for our weightlifters lately.
Yeah.
Playing
Like
around with that, I think it's been pretty effective.
Yeah, like we'll do a power clean and then to a front squat and then a couple of jerks. So that kind of complex.
Okay.
You want to take a quick break?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Back in a minute.
All right, Mike Bledsoe here, Technique Wad. Check us out at barbellshrugged.com, techniquewad.com, however you want to get there.com. we're gonna go over snatch pulls, snatch deadlifts, clean pulls, clean deadlifts. First thing we're gonna go over is the snatch deadlift. This is not simply a deadlift with a snatch grip, fools. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to mimic the same exact bar path as we have when we do a snatch. So not only am I gonna grab the bar with my snatch grip, but by the way, really good idea to use straps for this exercise for both pulls and deadlifts, just because you don't want your grip to be the limiting factor here. But I got lightweight today, so I'm not gonna use them. So I'm gonna get a snatch grip here. I'm gonna set up just like I'm doing a snatch, all right? So this is basically my starting position. Your starting position might be different. So you're gonna start in the same position, you're gonna pull, and then you're gonna meet, where you normally meet the bar with your hips, you should be meeting the bar on your hips at the same point every time you snatch. You're aiming for that spot. You're gonna touch here, and that's done. So you'll notice that when I'm in this position, my knees are actually still slightly bent, and my hips aren't completely open. If I want to finish this deadlift, I'd be at the top if I was treating it like a deadlift. But because it's a snatch deadlift, I'm going to get here, and I'm done. I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna reset, get in that same exact pulling position I always snatch from. I'm gonna, same bar path as when I snatch, pull that bar in, it's gonna touch my hips. I'm gonna go back down. So for a snatch deadlift, you're training to be strong in your positions during your first and second pull, all right? So you're not gonna finish to the top, all right? Now, we're gonna do an exercise that's the same as a snatch deadlift, but we're gonna finish at the top. That's gonna be called a snatch pull, all right? So we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna mimic that same bar path. We're gonna do that deadlift. The only difference is right before I get to that contact point, I'm actually going to accelerate that bar as much as I possibly can and get there. That was probably closer to a high pull. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get here, come up, and I'm gonna extend. The difference is I'm gonna finish that basically that second pull, and I'm gonna fully extend with my hips. And the reason when we do a snatch deadlift and we don't open all the way up is because I don't want you to train to open up slowly. If I want you to train to open up all the way, we'll either do full snatches or we will do snatch pulls. So it'll look like this. I'm getting a nice shrug in there. My heels are probably leaving the ground. I want you to note, you do not want to shift your weight forward as you're opening up your hips. Your weight, you want to keep that weight on your heels very, very long. And your heels will actually come off the ground because you're generating a lot of force with your hips, all right? So you're driving your heels off the ground because you're finishing with that pull, all right? Not because you're shifting the weight forward. The weight is gonna be back, all right? So, now let's snatch deadlift and snatch pull. I'm gonna go over the clean variation real quick. So for the clean, it's the same exact thing. So I'll show you what a clean deadlift looks like. We're gonna set up just like we do for a clean. We're gonna get set, nice and tight, shoulders in front of the bar slightly. And I'm gonna go through it just like I'm doing a clean. And get here, and I'm gonna stop. So this is where I make contact with my hips, and the bar with the clean is right here. My knees are still slightly bent, my hips are still slightly bent. That's the end of my clean deadlift. Go back down, I'm gonna reset every time, not gonna touch and go. Boom, there. All right. Now, if I wanna finish and open up completely with my hips, I'm gonna do a clean pull. And it's gonna look like this. All right, so the purpose of all of these movements, snatch pull, snatch deadlift, clean pull, clean deadlift, is to improve your snatch and your clean, not to improve your deadlift. Don't treat it like a deadlift, treat it as a tool for improving your Olympic lifts. Good luck, guys. Welcome back. Barbell Shrugged here with Alex Macklin, our faction weightlifter, and two-time Olympian Kendrick Farris, and my co-host Doug Larson.
Oh yeah, that guy, Doug.
We got something coming up on the 21st. What is it?
We do. We're going to do a live Q&A with Chris Moore for everyone who's purchased Simple Strength. So if you have questions about Simple Strength and you want to ask Chris on a live feed, look through the product, find the parts that you're a little confused about, or that you wish that Chris would kind of expand on a little bit, and I'm going to email that out. I don't know the exact time we're going to do that event quite yet, but I'm going to email that out here in the coming weeks. So if you've already bought Simple Strength, you can come to that event, and if you want to come to that event, then there's still time to buy Simple Strength and you can get on the list.
And that event will be a live webinar on the internet, so you don't actually have to come to Memphis to participate.
That's right. Yep, so that's coming up on April 21st. Again, I'll send out the time, and I'll probably send out a survey prior to that as well. I think on the last show I said that I was going to send out a survey to figure out the time, but we've been out of town. I haven't done that yet, so someday I might get to that.
We've been out of town the last few days. I'm like, every night I'm like, I'm going to get some work done tonight. And every night I work for about 5 minutes.
And then I hand you a beer and I'm like, you can do it later? Later's the best time to do everything.
Doug's a good influence on me.
It sounds like it.
What days are you going to be in Santa Monica? You said April 16th? Or is it?
Lord, yeah. April 16th and 17th, man. We're going to be out there. And I feel bad. I want to say, like I said, name of the gym, I think is Paradosa.
I'm going to be in I fly out of there. I'll be in Santa Monica on the 15th, and I fly out that night.
Oh, so you
Otherwise, I could have come out.
Yeah, you should stay. You should just miss your flight.
done it before.
I was saying you bring Doug. He'll make sure you miss a flight.
That's right.
You don't need to go.
I don't know. Actually, the guy.
You'll be with a way better guy for that.
Yeah, we got a friend, Derek, who I don't think he's ever made a flight. Like he's missed every single flight. So hanging out with that dude, we'll probably miss a flight for sure.
Man,
I'll come hang out.
Yeah, just hit me up, man, and you can come on in. You can come in on me, man. If you're in town, seriously, just hit me up and I'll get you.
Dude,
if
I'm still in Santa Monica on the 16th, I'm in trouble.
I don't know, like hit me up. We'll make it feel better for the day. Anyway, just come hang out.
There you go.
Back to reality.
So, can people sign up for your workshops online?
Man, yeah. The crazy thing is, they just got to get in touch with the gym. So, depending on where we're gonna be and what gym, I just let them get in touch with them. That's how we work it out. So,
wherever it's being hosted at?
Yeah, wherever it's being hosted,
Okay.
they just contact that gym. So, like I said, if they're in the D.C. area, April 13th, I think it's April 13th. Is that a Saturday? I'm bad with the days.
I think
anyway,
so.
so if
Yeah.
April 13th,
Yes,
if
it
you're
is.
in the D.C. area, we're going to be at CrossFit Trident. I got a workshop there, so you can contact them. It's going to be in Alexandria, Virginia, the D.C. area. So you can contact CrossFit Trident. See about coming and hanging out with us. And like I said, 16th and 17th of this month, we're going to be out in Santa Monica. Guys, come and visit us. Got the training camp going on for 2 days there. So,
Okay, and how much does that cost?
I think the training camp for those 2 days is I think it's $150, and we're doing 2 days. So it's for the 2 days. So we're going to have 4 workout sessions.
Okay. That's damn cheap.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Sore as hell 2 days
deal.
later.
And you probably learn a whole lot too from it. So, yeah.
Dude, just bring in your notebook. Take whatever you want to take down and just run off with it
Okay.
and apply it.
I thought you were going to say it was $500. That sounds awesome.
Nah, man, it's trust me, man, it's all love, man, dude. So you can charge a whole bunch of money, but I don't know. I think once you get the people in and they just really see what it's about, they'll be willing to come back because they know it's worth it. So
Is it just you that goes to these, or do you have like a team? Or
I mean, I have a couple of coaches that may come to different places with me. Sometimes I'll go by myself. It really just depends on people's schedules, So
yeah,
but we try to bring in a coach with us every time we go, but I'll knock it out by myself, man. I'll talk all day.
you have anything else lined up? Any other cities?
Yeah, man. Just go to blessthegym.com. You can grab some apparel there, and you can check out the tour dates and everything that we got lined up. Whatever city we're gonna be in, you can follow me on Twitter at Kendrick J Farris. You can follow me on Instagram. It's the same name at Kendrick J Farris. My Facebook fan page is the same thing, man. So same name for all the different sites, and I keep everything posted on there.
All right, perfect. Alex, you got anything to plug?
I don't have anything to plug except shout out to the Faction Weightlifting team.
Oh
Yeah, we all
Hey.
kicked ass this weekend.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, nobody bummed out. We did
Nobody
good.
bummed
Yeah,
out. A lot of people PRs.
Someone hit PRs.
A lot of people hit
Yeah.
PRs.
We got
They slammed the bar though. That's the real question.
Amber, I think, slammed the ball.
I think Amber slammed the bar.
Girl, you better go, girl. That's good, man. Congrats. to
Yeah,
you guys.
everyone did really well. Everyone hit some total PRs, and now they hit a PR somewhere. Maybe not on their snatch, but they did on their clean and jerk, or vice versa.
Oh, that's perfect.
So we had a good weekend. It was exciting.
That's good, man.
Good times. What do you got, Doug? Anything to plug? We're
I
gonna
went
wrap this
first,
thing up.
remember?
Did you?
I was the very first person to go. You haven't gone yet. That wasn't me. You haven't gone.
I'm the last one.
You're the last one.
I totally
This is
forgot.
where you say you save the best for last.
I am the best.
I had to tell you, but yeah.
Make sure to go to barbellshrugged.com, sign up for a nnewsletter, go to Facebook, hit the like button, go to iTunes, give us 5 stars, and leave a raving review. Yeah. Am I forgetting anything? Follow me on Twitter
Yeah.
at Michael Bledsoe. Don't follow anyone else. Maybe.
Yeah, don't follow my Twitter or Instagram.
All right, guys.
All right. Appreciate you coming on the show.
And I appreciate y'all having me.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kendrick.
We got a house full of people, including women, and you're doing all the dinner cooking, I see.
Doing all the cooking. Give me a few beers and I take over cooking.
Yeah, what do we got going on here?
Homemade little tacos. I need Chris Moore here to help me.
Get after it now, come on, Kendrick.
All right, so how long did it take you to get the hair?
Get what hair?
That hair?
Nah. But so look, 5 years, man, without getting a haircut. So I started. Don't make me do the math. So it was be what, 2007? Am I right? No, it was 2008. Yeah, 2008.
2008.
Yeah, it'd be 6 years if it was 07. Yeah.
He's a good man in the kitchen, that Chris Moore.
What about these cookies? Looking a little suspicious.
So look, this week on Barbell Shrugged.
I can cook anything, even cookies.
You want to tell the people about the mansion we bought specifically for the weekend?
Enjoy.
When you cutting it?
I'm not. I mean, cutting it all the way off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm not doing
You're not going to have one of those shave the head moments?
No, why? I was gonna go.
Long-haired dudes always do.
Nah, cause I was gonna grow them in high school, man. Cause I just want my hair to be a certain length. But dude, real quick, sad. So a friend of mine, he passed away. A haircut was his thing. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna rock the haircut for a while. But I'm over it now, man. I'm like, nah. Let the hair grow up. Not cutting it. I let it get a certain length, and then I'm gonna keep it trimmed, and that'll probably be, I don't know, another year or two.
Vacay dinner brought to you by Doug. No one else did shit.
No, did it?
Exactly 0. We sat, didn't even hang out with you while you made it.
What? Dinner's ready already?
It's like magic.
Like, how did it happen?
Where did it come from?
How did it happen? I was playing on Facebook and then I looked up and dinner was ready.
What do we need women for?
I mean, I was working on programming. I wasn't playing around on Facebook.
Right. I totally wasn't playing on Facebook while Doug was cooking.
This week on Barbell Shrugged, didn't I just do it?
It's good, huh? Doug made all that.
Thumbs up.
I was over here working on Facebook. No, I was working.
Nice.
I just make Doug believe I was on Facebook so he'll get mad. I try to grind his gears at least once a weekend.
Hey, this week on Barbell.
Is that your weight class at all?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know how much my hair weighs though. See, and that's one thing that would be interesting, just to take it off and then see how much I weigh. You think it's the same thing though? Because it just be the ponytail then.
Yeah, that's probably the heaviest part. That's the bulk.
Maybe.
Have you seen the Fit Family Guy? You know what really grinds my gears?
We've been talking about doing grind my gears bits.
Do it
for the daily guest.
Do you grind your gears from today?
You know what really grinds my gears? People who post shit like body wraps being effective for instant weight loss. You just want your friends to think that you're trying hard when you know you're not. Everyone knows that if you want to lose weight, you've got to train and eat right, not do some stupid body wraps or take some stupid pill. That's what really grinds my gears.
You don't sound too grinded up right now. That's because you're eating.
I'm eating a delicious taco, so it's kind of hard to be angry.
Listen, then it'll probably be nothing. Like, I cut my hair off thinking I'm gonna make weight, and then still it'll be like 0.2.
Yeah.
Be pissed off. Nah. You probably lift good though, but.
All right, so if you were at the Olympic Games,
I wouldn't.
And you were about to, they said you got to make weight. You only need to lose this much. You wouldn't cut it.
How much? This much?
Whatever
like
it is. Whatever your hair weighs.
Like an inch?
Sure.
Yeah, I cut an inch off. At the length that it is now, I would cut an inch off.
What if you had to cut all of it?
I would not do it.
You say forget the game.
I'm so serious. I would not do it because I couldn't do it, man. Cut all my hair off? Nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't
Rock
worth
the
it.
Jordan?
Nah. But like, I've competed in 2 Olympic Games. I skipped that third. I'm like, nah. I tell everybody. I just tell them I was like sick or something. I'm like, nah, man, I got sick. I'm just messed up. I couldn't lift.
Come on.
20.
Yeah.